What's good, Ruben Clarke here from Alphall Kinetics. Thanks for stopping by the channel. As always, given that it's a new year and I know a lot of y'all are still fired up about those fitness goals and resolutions, thought I'd start off by throwing up this little tutorial, which I know will do some justice. That being said, in this vlog I'll be going over 6 simple steps how to use MyFitnessPal, and also giving you some golden tips that'll give you a head start in crushing that fitness goal this year. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. 6 simple steps. Here we go. Step 1, setting your goal. If you're serious about modifying your body composition, transforming your body, or whatever you're trying to achieve fitness-wise, I think it goes without saying it is important to have a clearly defined goal before diving into the app. And by that I mean like an estimate of your 24-hour energy expenditure or maintenance calorie. And there's several ways of doing this. For the sake of time, I can cover that in another vlog. So if you want, just let me know in the comment section below and I could make that happen. But yeah, it is important to have an idea of what your maintenance calorie is. That way, if there's ever a stall in your weight loss process or mass building, depending on what your goal is, all you really have to do is modify your activity level or caloric intake to start seeing the results you're after. And you won't have to modify anything in the app besides just adding the macros you're shooting for, which we'll go over. So step 1, have a clearly defined goal set up first. Step 2, the essentials. Here's what you need. The app, of course you gotta download the app. Food scale. Food scale is optional because you can use it without the food scale, but if you're finding yourself in the kitchen as often as I do, I'll explain the importance of a food scale. And also a body weight scale. Look, if you're not tracking your body weight, there's really no sure way of saying you're actually making progress. That being said, side note, what's more important than numeric value is how you're feeling, so that's also important to know. Step 3, how it works. Now we're finally getting into the good stuff. So creating an account, it's going to ask you basic questions like date of birth, height, gender, etc. So just log those in. It's going to take you through a series of questions in relation to your goal, like your weight, your goal, activity level, etc. You don't really need to worry about these questions. You do have to answer them, but you don't really need to worry about them because, like I mentioned earlier, the objective is to have tackled these prior. That way, you're not highly dependent using the app. The only thing you will really have to focus on moving forth is tracking your calorie or macro goal, which we will go over. Features. Here's an overview of the features it has. Basically 5 tabs at the bottom. Your home feature. This will take you to this screen with an overview of your caloric intake at the very top and just different blog posts the app updates frequently, like food recipes, ads, etc. The second tab or feature is your diary feature, which also has your caloric intake up top, a list of whatever you've consumed below that, as well as a nutrition and notes tab, which we'll go over in step 4. The third feature or tab at the bottom allows you to make quick entries into your diary, such as exercise, water, food, weight, and status, which is more of a social feature that I personally don't use. The fourth feature provides you with an overview of the progress you've made if you're using the app to track your weight. The fifth feature takes you to this screen, which is basically an overview of your account. So I'll leave that for you to check out yourself and just experiment getting familiar with it. Step 4, tracking your food. So there's several ways to do this. The first is pretty simple. It's your scanning option, whereby you use the barcode to look up and use the product of your choice. Obviously, with this option, you're limited to products that have a barcode. Second option is manual entry, in which you could create your own food recipe, etc., which is ideal for cooking. And that's where you need your food scale. If you're cooking something like chicken, rice, or whatever, you need to know the quantity in order to get an idea of the macros or calories it contains. Third option is the search feature, which is pretty straightforward. You simply look up the food of your choice, select, and voila. This also comes in handy if you're trying to eat out with friends or by yourself, whatever the case may be. Example, you're out, you're trying to snag a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Easy fix. Simply look it up, it pops up, you select it, and bam. You get an overview of the calories and macros before it is added to your diary. Now at the bottom of your diary, if you look at the nutrition feature we mentioned earlier, you get a brief overview of the calories and macros you've had on any given day, which enables you to adjust accordingly if need be to get closer and crush the goal at hand. Step 5, optimizing progress. Here are a few pointers I think it's important to note. 1, be cognizant of the food you're logging in relation to your goal at hand. By that I mean, if you really enjoyed what you ate today, reference your goal, and if it's close to your daily caloric target or macro goal, you could reuse today's diet tomorrow or later on in the week to continue to make progress while enjoying the process. 2, you pretty much have the freedom to eat a lot of junk and still render results. But ideally, I try to keep 80 to 85% of my diet comprised of whole, clean foods. 3, don't get caught up with the numerics. By that I mean your weigh-ins, caloric target, macro target, and all those numeric values. What's most important is that you take note of your internal cues in relation to the progress you're making. By that I mean check in with yourself and see how you're feeling. And lastly, practice, practice, practice. The more you use it, the better you'll get, which rolls into the final step. Step 6, be creative and have fun. Go out, experiment in your kitchen, but most importantly, have fun. Remember, the good diet you can follow is 100 times much better than the perfect diet that's not sustainable. And this, if it fits your macro dieting approach, opens the window to a wide array of food choices. You can experiment and indulge in a more sustainable way. So, just a quick recap on all the main steps we covered. Step 1, setting your goal. Step 2, essentials, what you need. Step 3, how it works. Step 4, tracking your food. Step 5, optimizing progress. And step 6, be creative and have fun. And that pretty much wraps up this vlog. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below. If you didn't check out my previous vlog, I'll leave it in the screen or in the description. And yeah, hit that bell. I'll be seeing you in the next vlog. Until next time, peace.